Today, ladies and gentlemen, we decided to give you direct feedback from our very own Helen Brule. Hi, Helen.
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
Listen, you have turned into a total phenomenon. We wanted to know exactly, take us back to your discovering of this phrase that you developed and let us know how it changed your world in regard to vendor transfer. What's your perspective?
Okay. It was in July of 2008, and I'd been with Delta for over a year, and Lynn Norris was my lead at the time, and I wasn't meeting vendor transfers at all. I was at about a 1.6. And so she was helping me try to figure out what we could do to bring my transfer score up. And so we were sitting at her desk one day and we developed this phraseology. And she asked me if I would try it. It was on the 15th of July.
Of 2008, correct?
Of 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said sure. And I went back to my desk and I started using the phraseology from that day on. And by the 31st of July, my vendor transfer rate had went to over 20%.
Wow.
So, and that's how it started. And it's been that high ever since. It's like almost bringing home a second paycheck every month because I get between $200 and $250 a month in American Express checks from vendor transfers.
And not to mention every cent your vendor transfer score has been in the double digits.
Oh yes, it's never dropped below the double digits. It's never dropped below 20% since then.
And I've heard that some of the vendors have actually come in to listen to you.
That is correct because they were concerned that the phraseology was not correct, so they wanted to listen to me, so they double-jacked with me. I had the the car rentals, and I had the hotels come in, and they double-jacked with me. And if you say the phraseology exactly as I say it, you will never get dinged on your QAs.
That's awesome. And could you take a moment to say it for us?
Sure. It's because you called today, you'll receive a discount on a car rental or our lowest room rate for a hotel. Which would you prefer? Now, the one thing you do have to remember is you cannot say a discount on a hotel because they do not give a discount on a hotel. They give the lowest room rate for a hotel. So when you're saying that phraseology, you have to say it exactly that way. And if a customer says, well, what's my discount on a hotel? You just need to say, it's not a discount on a hotel, it's the lowest room rate for the hotel of your choice through Hotels.com.
And Helen, I've heard you've passed this on to other agents and they're successful as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, one prime example is Pamela Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
She was on my team last quarter. Mm-hmm. And her transfer rate was like in the 2s and 3s. And she started using the phraseology, and she is now carrying her team with a 21%.
Well, I would say it seems to be the phrase that pays. Helen, thank you so much for giving us your input and your perspective on this whole phraseology that you've coined. And we appreciate the information, and thanks for sharing.
You have a wonderful day, and thank you.
You too.
Yes, Mr. Mr. Harvey. I've taken care of that for both you and Mrs. Harvey. Yes, sir. And because you've called today, Mr. Harvey, you will receive a discount on a car rental or our lowest room rate for a hotel. Which would you prefer? Oh, wonderful. Okay. Yes, you have a choice of Alamo, National, or Enterprise. One moment and I'll get you right to them. Have a great day. Thanks for choosing Delta.
Hello, Pamela.
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I overheard your call. That phrase really does work, huh?
Oh, yes, it does. Mr. Harvey was canceling and I got another one.
Yeah, that did sound like a cancellation.
Yes. He decided that he had to do a road trip. His wife hurt her leg, so they wanted to do a road trip instead. No flying.
So how long has this been working for you?
From last bid, I was on my other team member, Helen. Helene, she was always getting transfers, and one day we had a little contest, and I just kept saying the phrase just as she said it, and we started counting, and here I am.
And what was your vendor transfer score from last month?
Oh, it was in the 20% range.
I heard about that. Good for you.
I know.
Well, it definitely proves that this phrase works. I heard you were a little reluctant to use it at one time.
I was. I would listen to her, and I said, wow, it worked. And then I just started doing it, and almost every call that I presented with that phraseology, it works.
Well, that's great news. So keep up the good work.
Yes.
All right, talk to you soon.
Thank you. Take care.
Angel, are you there? I think we lost you. Yeah, we lost you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. We seem to be experiencing some technical difficulties. Thanks for your patience. Hey there, folks. I'm back. Well, partially, that is. Unfortunately, we're experiencing some technical difficulties, and we still don't have visual. However, we do have audio. We're running out of time, so quickly, let me first and foremost say thank you so much for your patience and your understanding during this time. And in addition, thank you for tuning in today to hear the testimony of Helen Brule and Pamela Palmer as they thoroughly explained the vendor transfer phraseology, how effective it's been for them, and the awesome vendor transfer scores that they've received from this phraseology. And who knows, it may work for you. If you're struggling with your vendors, it's worth trying. If you're not struggling and you're just meeting but you want to increase them, it's worth trying. It's a win-win situation. So hopefully, during their discussion with us today, you picked up something from the conversation that's palatable that you could add to your spiel to increase your vendor transfer scores. Oh well, my ride's here. And that's all we have time for today, folks. So tune in tomorrow. We'll be talking about post-call survey scores and release rates. Thank you. Have a good day and be safe.